The first time I used a UV DTF decal, I gotta be honest, I was a little nervous. Once it touches your surface, it's permanent, so placement really matters. But once I learned a simple trick to line everything up, it completely changed how I approach full color decals. They're actually one of the easiest ways to get a professional full color design without layering vinyl or using sublimation. Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to learn all about making gorgeous projects using UV DTF printed decals. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create colorful permanent UV DTF decals, including how to order your designs from a print surface and apply them the right way the first time, with perfect alignment and no pesky air bubbles. I've tested my decals on a bunch of different blanks, and I'm sharing the exact positioning and application methods that I use for beautiful results every time. First, I'll show you how to use my free designs to put together a decal sheet, and then we'll apply the decals to both straight-sided and tapered cups using a simple alignment trick. And then I'll teach you how to get the placement just right on a small flat surface like a keychain. And at the end, you'll have a beautiful piece of drinkware for your favorite beverage or an accessory that you'll want to show off every day. Now, I recommend you watch this tutorial all the way to the end before trying it. And remember, you can change the speed and rewind as needed. So let's get started. So what is UV DTF? And why is it different from vinyl, sublimation, or even regular DTF printing? UV DTF stands for ultraviolet direct to film, meaning your design is printed directly onto a special film using ink that is cured instantly with ultraviolet light. The result is a decal that feels slightly raised and looks vibrant, and once you apply it, it is meant to stay put. This is different from vinyl, which is great for simple shapes and single color designs, but can require extra steps when you're layering multiple colors and fine details. Sublimation requires heat to transfer color onto a blank for a smooth finish. And a UV DTF decal rests directly on the surface, making it a great option for transferring color to blanks you can't sublimate. UV DTF decals have another key advantage over sublimation. The ink is opaque, so you can print in white, and the decals work on dark blanks. Regular DTF printing also prints directly to film, but it uses an adhesive powder and heat to bond the design to the blank, similar to heat transfer vinyl, making it great for fabric. UV DTF decals, on the other hand, are better suited for hard materials, such as ceramic, acrylic, and plastic like we're using today. It's definitely the sweet spot when you want full color and fine detail on smooth, hard surfaces, without cutting, weeding, layering, or heat pressing. However, it can still be costly to set up at home, so I recommend ordering your UV DTF decal from a third-party print service if you're trying to be frugal. There are several options available, but I'll show you how to order through the Ninja Transfers website, which I have used and trust. To get started, head over to my free resource library at jennifermaker.com/769 to grab my free UV DTF designs. Click Get a Password if you need one or enter the library. Then search for design number 769 and click on the project file to download everything you need to create amazing decals. If you need help unzipping the folder, go to jennifermaker.com/svgs. The steps are the same for both SVG and PNG files. Inside the PNG folder, you'll find 4 high-quality images with transparent backgrounds: Adventure Awaits, Explore More, Seek Sunshine, and Wander Often, Wonder Always. I created these with AI art generation and then refined them in image editing software to make them work cleanly as decals. There is also a PDF folder with a reference guide for measuring different blanks, plus a cheat sheet to help you order the right decal size using my free designs and the blanks in my supplies list. To order your decals, first measure the usable design area on your blank and write your dimensions on a piece of scrap paper. If you need help finding the correct measurements, follow the instructions in the How to Measure and Size Designs cheat sheet. Open the Ninja Transfers website in your computer's web browser. Click UV DTF 3D Perma Stickers to create a UV DTF decal. Under Upload Your Files, click Browse. Then select the image you want to use. I'll pick the Wander PNG, but the steps are the same for any of my designs. Click Open to upload the design. Once it loads, you'll see it in the preview at the maximum recommended size. If you're using your own designs or blanks, adjust the decal's width and height below the preview to fit your measured design area. If you're using my designs and blanks, open the UV DTF Order Sizes cheat sheet in your design folder. Find the design you uploaded, then find the blank you'll apply it to along with its recommended size in the list below the design. I'll apply my Wander decal to a skinny tumbler, so I'll note the size, which is 3.5 inches wide and 4.7 inches high. Back on the Ninja Transfer site, under Custom Size, I'll set the width value to match the cheat sheet. The height field will auto-adjust proportionally. It might be slightly off, but that's okay. Enter the number of decals you want to order for this design and size in the quantity field. I'll keep mine at 1. Ninja Transfers will update the price and add the decal to your cart automatically. If you want the same design in a different size, click Add another size of this design, then repeat the width and quantity steps. So if you want the same Wander design for a keychain, just set the width to 1.35 and keep the quantity at 1. If you want to order a different design, click Browse under Add another design and repeat the upload and sizing steps. I'll choose the Explore design this time and set the width to 3.5 for a mug. You can use these steps to add as many decals as you need. When you're finished adding your decals, click Proceed to Checkout. Double-check the designs, sizes, and quantities in your cart, then click Checkout. Fill in your contact details and address on the information page, then click Continue to Shipping. Choose your shipping options on the shipping page, then click Continue to Payment. Fill in your payment details on the payment page. Click Place Your Order. You'll see a confirmation window when your order goes through. When your decals arrive, they'll be loaded on a gang sheet, sandwiched between 2 plastic layers. The side covering the pretty decal surface is the adhesive carrier sheet. The other side is the non-adhesive backing sheet. UV DTF transfers are permanent. Unlike vinyl, you cannot lift and reposition once the adhesive touches the blank. So keep both layers together until you're ready to apply. Find your decal on the gang sheet and trim it into a rectangle, leaving about 1/2 inch of plastic around the design on all 4 sides. Place it face down on your work surface. Use the felt edge of your squeegee to press the decal firmly onto the carrier sheet. Clean your blank with rubbing alcohol and a lint-free cloth. Ninja Transfers suggests diluting the alcohol with water first, but I found that 91% isopropyl alcohol works well for my blanks. To apply the decal to a straight-sided cup, lay the blank on a towel or a tumbler cradle so it doesn't roll. If your blank has a handle, make sure the side you want the decal on is face up, usually the side facing away from you when you hold it. Center the decal face up on the blank, keeping it away from the top edge so your lips don't touch it while drinking. Now here's my trick for perfect alignment. Hold the decal in place and put a short piece of painter's tape across the top edge of the carrier sheet, but don't let tape touch the design area. Then add a second piece across the bottom edge the same way. Now carefully tear the tape along the decal's edge on both sides, so part of the tape stays on the blank and the matching part stays on the carrier sheet. These are your alignment marks, so don't move them. Use a weeding tool to carefully separate the layers in a corner and peel away the non-adhesive backing without touching the decal. Make sure the decal stays on the carrier sheet and all pieces of the design are in place. Use both hands to hold the carrier sheet at the top and bottom, sticky side down without touching the decal. Now align the top tape pieces. Match the carrier sheet's top tape to the tape on the blank, then press where they meet to anchor the top. Then align and anchor the bottom. Press down the center line from top to bottom, match the bottom tape pieces, and press to secure. Use the squeegee's felt edge to press from the center outward on one side to avoid bubbles or wrinkles, and do the same on the other side. Then smooth the entire surface of the decal. Starting in a corner, carefully peel the carrier sheet away. If any part of the decal lifts, lay the carrier sheet back down and use the squeegee again to make sure the decal has good contact with the blank. Remove the painter's tape pieces and your mug, tumbler, or glass can is ready. Applying the decal to a plastic tapered cup is very similar. It's a bit too light to stay in place on a towel like the other blanks. So secure the top and bottom of your tapered cup to a self-healing cutting mat with painter's tape to stabilize it instead. Position the decal face up so you can see the full design, keeping the bottom edge of the decal parallel with the bottom edge of the cup. For wider designs like this one, placement usually looks best a little closer to the top. Then follow the same application steps as the mug, tumbler, or can. Create alignment tabs with painter's tape. Tear along the edges. Peel away the backing. Align the design along the tape. Press the design down with a squeegee to seal it well, and peel away the carrier sheet. Your plastic tapered cup is ready. And now we have our last blank, the acrylic keychain. Place your keychain face up on a flat, solid object thick enough to raise it slightly above your work surface, like your cut mat or a piece of cardboard, in the same orientation as your decal. If it has a ring, hang it off the edge so the keychain stays flat. Use painter's tape to secure the tapered ends to your raised surface. Peel the non-adhesive backing from the adhesive carrier sheet and decal. With the design and sticky side face down, hold the decal at the top and bottom edges of the carrier sheet without touching the design. Hover the decal over the blank until it's exactly where you want it, with the top of the design on the same end as the key ring. This is the moment to be picky, because once it touches, it sticks. Press the decal straight down onto the blank. Squeegee from one side to the other, then peel the carrier sheet away. If any area lifts, replace the carrier sheet and squeegee again, or peel from another direction. Remove the tape holding the keychain. Your acrylic keychain is ready. You did it! Now you have a colorful UV DTF decal that looks raised, glossy, and professionally applied on your mug, tumbler, glass can, tapered cup, or keychain. And this is exactly why UV DTF is such a great option for crafters. You get that high-end, full-color look without having to layer vinyl, without weeding tiny pieces, and without needing a sublimation setup. And UV DTF is also a great fast results technique. Once it's applied, you're basically done. No drying time, no sealing or curling step, and no waiting around before you can enjoy it. Plus, caring for your project is a breeze. For drinkware, hand washing and air drying is the safest choice. Avoid soaking, any harsh scrubbers, and high heat. Other blanks can simply be wiped down using a damp cloth if necessary. Now, using my ready-to-go PNG files is the fastest way to start designing UV DTF decals. But if you want to make decals that are totally yours, that's where designing it in Canva is a game changer. And I can help you do that. Inside my advanced program, I can show you exactly how to design your own decal art in Canva. If you've ever struggled to get layered elements or text looking polished, I think you're going to love this. You can learn all about advanced and all the cool things we do in there at jennifermaker.com/advance. And by the way, I used AI to help generate my decal designs, and you can too. If you're interested in learning how to use generated AI art ethically in your own crafting projects, check out my AI art playbook for a full guide on all the ins and outs. You can find more information over at jennifermaker.com/AI art playbook. And I would love to see how you transformed your blanks into colorful gifts or accessories using your decals. So be sure to join us on Facebook at jennifermaker.com/cricketcrafters and share a photo in our group. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.